Let's take a look at the global equities trading now. Asian shares firmed earlier today as Chinese data surprised on the upside for once, while investors look to navigate a minefield of central bank meetings this week that could see the end of free money in Japan and a slower glide path for U.S. rate cuts. Japan's Nikkei bounced more than 2%, having shared 2.4% last week as the run-up to record highs drew some profit-taking. MSCI's Broadex Index of Asia Pacific shares outside Japan gained 0.3% after dipping 0.7% last week. Chinese blue chips firmed by 0.6%, while Euro Stoxx 50 futures and FTSE futures both ended up 0.16% and 0.1% respectively. S&P 500 futures added 0.3% and Nasdaq futures 10.54%, with tension building ahead of the Federal Reserve policy meeting. Elsewhere, Apple and Google are actively negotiating the use of Gemini to pass some of the generative AI features coming to iPhones this year. The deal with Apple could be a game changer for Google's Gemini chatbot, which has been embroiled in several controversies in recent months, adding that the terms of branding of an AI agreement or how it will be implemented have not been decided. The partnership with Google could help deliver a range of generative AI features such as generating images and writing essays based on a single text prompt. However, the latest round of negotiations also signals that Apple isn't as far ahead in its AI effort as many had speculated. Apple, Google, and OpenAI have not responded to a request for comment outside business hours. And now Uber has agreed to pay $178 million to settle a lawsuit brought by Australian taxi operators and driver will say they lost income when the ride-hailing company moved into the country. According to the lawsuit, Uber's 2012 arrival in the market took revenue from licensed taxi drivers while destroying the value of the licenses they had paid for. The suit was filed in 2019. According to a report, and it says that about 80,000 taxis and hire car owners and drivers accusing Uber of breaking laws requiring taxis and hire cars to be licensed. And our crude oil prices ticked up in Asian trade earlier today, extending gains from last week of nearly 4% on the view that supply was tightening, with the risk of heightened by further risk there. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude rose to sell at $81.90 per barrel with an upward price margin of 1.06%, while Brent crude futures also experienced an uptick of 0.89% to sell at $86.10 per barrel, and Bonnet fell to sell at $87.64 per barrel with a downward price margin of 0.19%. And for the OPEC basket, crude oil dealers are offering $84.27 per barrel with an upward price reveal of 1.94%. Well, and that does it for business. Coming up next is Sports Wrap.